Right, we'll jump into the interview then. What up, people? Welcome back to the aftermatch interview for the biggest grand final of the season, Premier Division, here on GTV. And we have got the winners in for an aftermatch interview. That would be Team Immunity. So, yeah, we'll start off with Aporia. What's up, dude?
Not much, man.
Good game?
Yeah, it was alright. It's fairly standard, really. Didn't have to do anything special to win.
Aye. Badlands especially was somewhat of a rickroll, like those mids were descending into hell. Tell me about it.
Honestly, I just don't think their team is very good with dealing with things they don't expect. Like the last roll out there, I did a fast roll out that I haven't done for like 2.5 years and had 3 players chasing me. It's kind of the story of their team though. Like, they can only do what's in front of them.
Yeah. Okay, good result for you. Bulk, how's it going, bro?
Yo.
So we have some interesting stats for you. You had a lot of deaths on Badlands, but you were putting out ridiculous amounts of damage.
And then fuck all frags, yeah, I know. fucking.
You even had a 4K, and I think at the end of the match or at the end of the first half, you only had 9 kills total, even though you had a 4K with that crits. But but
well, it's pretty standard. I'm not really the frag for the team. I do damage and hope everyone else finishes them off.
All right, fair enough. I suppose you've got Sheep and Eco running around, so that's pretty good mop potential.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. What about on Granary? Because we did notice your damage output seemed to be reduced. What was happening on the mid?
Just kind of a little bit iffy on my rollouts. Was getting focused pretty heavy. They were sending usually like a scout and a soldier at me pretty early, so that doesn't really help.
Alright. And Eco, how was it for you tonight, bro?
Oh, actually felt good. For once I didn't totally blow up Granary.
Yeah. So Badlands your preferred map then?
Oh yeah, definitely. If you want to rape me, pick Granary. I suck at it so badly.
So what was you and Sheep's game plan tonight?
He baits me.
It's a bit ironic.
And then kill all the things?
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. Now, Yuki, it seems you had a pretty good night tonight, dude. Tell us about it.
Is my microphone working?
Yeah, it's working.
No,
first of all, tell us, what the hell happened? Did you fall off your chair? Like, what
No,
happened?
I threw my... Because we just moved house, right? And I got all this, like, kitchen stuff that we're not using at the moment. It's just all in bunches of boxes in my room. And I threw it across the room into a wall, and it smashed into a bunch of stuff, and I think I broke a bowl.
So, your response to winning, $100 and something, $200 in a competition is to break a bunch of stuff your mum's probably going to make you replace.
Yes.
Okay, well, congratulations on winning. How was the actual game tonight?
It felt really good. I mean, you saw, like, the rounds that we lost on Granny were kind of us just, getting out of our zone. We kind of like, oh, now our med died, that's really shit. And then we just got into, like, a downward spiral of shit. And then when the half finished, we're like, okay, let's wisen up. We can beat these guys. This is our game. And we just, stopped being negative and just, kicked it up like 100 gears and just went from there.
Okay. No mercy.
I definitely agree with what James said there. It definitely felt like you guys played on a different level in the basically 3/4 of the match. On the I suppose we can talk about the first half of Granary where you guys probably were struggling a little bit more. Was it a matter of Turmo being more impactful on the rollouts, or was it the Ori bomb that seemed to be getting Bonobo killed, or like what do you think was slowing you guys down?
Do you want to do this, Brad, or?
Yeah, honestly, like, this is going to sound like a bit of a cheat response, but I think a lot of that was more coming from our team than theirs. Like James kind of generally said that it was a bit of a downward spiral, but to be specific, like, people were starting to argue, like, on Mumble, and like Mike was getting really angry about dying, as in Bonobo. And like, that happens when you're a medic, like, but sometimes, one of the rollouts there, Mike died, and then both James and I jumped across the point very aggressively and killed both their demo and their medic. Like, sometimes it's good, like, if your medic dies and you react well, but a lot of it was just, we definitely, like, shifted out of playing comfortably and winning to, like, just doubting everything. And you saw there, like, it was just a big communication breakdown. Like, the second round we lost, I think, Mike walked out on second because he thought James was out in left yard. Just because, like, we weren't communicating effectively. Like, and that stuff happens sometimes. Like, especially in a final, it's high pressure. Like, you might make mistakes.
Cool.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I suppose we should go and read out the awards for the Premiership Division this season. Want to give a quick shout out to STI, who, well, he made them gorgeous, but on top of that, he's made GTV gorgeous this season. Thanks for your continued work with that, dude, as well as your casting duty.
It's all good.
But let's read out these awards. Let's check this out. So, first place for the overall thing, Team Immunity taking home $994 this season. Provided James steals all that, that would mean that he still comes in under the highest paid TF2 player in Australian history, Randy. It's very from the $1,000 MGE battle. In second place, we have One Direction, $542. Third place, SQL took home $264. But of course, Spice Boys in fourth still took home $80 due to maps that they'd won. Upgrade took home $60. World Underground took home $30. Supremacy took home $20. And
Yeah!
and Vivid Reprisal took home $10.
Hey, that's a booster pack for Sam. If he takes it off.
I actually predicted VR for the wooden spoon before the season even started, so where's my award?
I think even No Mercy.
Hey, you actually got Demoman for once. There's your reward, idiot.
Yeah, totally. So let's read through the actual awards for individual players. Best Soldier went to some guy, Yuki, winning Best Soldier again. Honestly, are they just going to remove all the awards from your page, dude? You have too many. It's ridiculous.
I made him sweat it.
Oh, Jesus. Sheep picked up Best Scout. That was kind of expected. He's been stellar all season. And it's been great to see him and Eco working together in in this part as well. Bonobo picked up Best Medic, no surprises there, still keeping it strong. And Bulk picked up Best Demo Man, so congrats to you, bro. Good win.
Friendliest demo man.
Yeah, and Sheep picked up Best Utility. Yet again, no doubts there, absolutely monstrous. Yuki picked up Most Valuable Player, that's not going to inflate his fucking ego. And it looks as though Most Improved Player actually went to Rain, which I'd have to second. Good work there. Most Improved Team, Spice Boys, and the friendliest team went to Vivid Reprisal. Shit. What do you guys actually think of the improvements Rain's made this season? You guys agree? Most Improved Player?
Yeah, I mean, like
Him and Smog, I guess.
yeah, I guess
Between
like I'll comment on that. Like the way he plays, it works for his team, but I don't know. I still think he plays sometimes a bit too. How do I say it? Baity. I mean, I guess reround strat is to bait the hell out of Grey Hunter, and it works for them. But I don't know. I'd still like to see them and him and the whole team in general just bait their pocket less, because
Yeah. I'd like to see, like, if Rain took a little bit less heals and was a bit more, like, active on the flank rather than, like, waiting, like, sitting back a bit. I think it would be definitely something good to see. But then again, like, I've been looking at the stats from a lot of our games recently, and like from the start of the season, the first half, he's like cut his heals in half, so that's really good. I think it's good to see.
Yeah, I think we did notice last night, correct me if I'm wrong, No Mercy, but I think Prime actually received less heals than Rain during the match last night, which did blow us away.
That's a very scary thought.
And they were losing when that was happening, and then it changed, and then they started winning.
Like when you're losing by a lot, it's kind of hard, like sometimes, because if your demo's getting rocked on mid and your pocket's getting like crushed, like you will be taking more heals. But yeah, no, Rain's a good bloke. He's definitely improving at an alarming rate. So
no doubt about that. Hence the award. Right, we'll go through for some shout-outs before we wrap it up. We'll kick it off with Apori.
just like to do the general shout out to Oz Fortress, Plantronics, Immunity. I'd also like to give a big one to Pandan and STI for running probably the smoothest Division 1 that I've seen so far. We usually have a lot of problems, but there was nothing of the sort this season, especially not from our end, which is also surprising. And just a shout out to my team as well.
Totally. Alright, Bulk.
Shout out to fucking Hellscream. Second best Dota player I know, second best. I don't know, shout out to fucking Snowblind and Tomo being bad sports.
Classy.
Eco.
Shout out to Oz Fortress and obviously you, Griever, doing well this season. I've been following even like the lower divs and been enjoying it as well, but also No Mercy kicking in as well. Sort of really good backup casting. Also Nano, he's my boy. It's my little boy. And actually Epps for putting through his team so much shit and still going. Like, I'm very surprised that team's still together, so big ups for him.
Alright, and I suppose for the team shoutouts, James can take us home.
Okay. This is going to be a big one. Shout out to all of Oz Fortress, especially all the admins. A really fantastically run competition. You guys are getting better and better in this as it goes by. Pandan, especially for his contributions in Plantronics, that was really great to get some cash for the season. It was awesome. Griever, great casting. Great to have someone constantly casting games, be it best of Div 1 or lost to Div 6. We got to have that around. No Mercy, Sam, best admin, keep it up, man, you're doing well. And just everyone who watched tonight especially, shout out to you. And all those other people that I know that would take too long.
Alright, bro. And No Mercy, you got some shout outs you want to give, bro?
Yeah, thanks everyone for coming along. 247 viewers in the STV and what was it, 200 on the stream.
198.
That's pretty sick. I love casting, and the more people that listen, the more fun I have, so keep tuning in.
Damn straight. Stein.
Oh god, I just want to thank everyone for the season that's been. It's been a solid season and probably the easiest one. Oh, sorry, the smoothest one I've seen. So yeah, no, it's been phenomenal. But I suppose as echoing everyone else, Pandan and Plantronics Gamecom, and you, Griever, for being amazing.
Thanks, Brat. I'll quickly get through my shout-outs, seeing as we are running out of time. Of course, Plantronics Gamecom, sponsoring this season of Premier Division that is absolutely huge. $2,000 in cash prizes. Does wonders for our community. Everyone says you don't need money and stuff like that, but having it there is really good, and it increases the level of competition. People want to try harder, having some money on the line, and it also means that people are less likely to go, fuck it, during the season as well, because there is quite literally money on the line, so that's really good to see. Of course, Pandan for working with us in regards to that. You're amazing, dude. Keep it up. A Bender for supplying all those keys for the lower divs as well. Same thing. It may not be money, but keys, keeping everyone interested in stuff. That was a massive contribution. 600 odd keys, I think he donated, which is ludicrous. I don't know what you do for a job, but yeah, keep doing it. And other than that, quick shout out to all of our viewers, all the people who tune in. You guys are amazing. And pretty much it's the reason we do what we do, knowing that people are in and listening and they actually enjoy the content. And that's why we cover all the divs. It's huge. Other than that, shout out to every member of GTV. You guys are huge as, do good stuff, and yeah, I think that about covers it.
Shout out to Sean, fuck!
Yeah. Oh, and a shout out, of course, to all the Oz Fortress admins, and shout out to NZ Fortress, my home of TF2 in New Zealand. If you're in New Zealand, you want to check out TF2, jump on there. Still trying to keep that place alive. And shout out to Oz Fortress for not looking down on a Kiwi. Blah. Alright, we're going to wrap it up there, folks. If you're watching live on the stream, you're wondering where the game is, you've missed it. It's going to be up on YouTube in about an hour. I'm going to go through and encode those even before I have my ritual post-TF2 casting Dota games. So, yeah, what a GC I am. They'll be up shortly. And, yeah, hopefully we have some more exciting TF2 coming starting next year. Going to try and cast as much as we can before we get to the end of this year as well. Thanks for tuning in. This is GTV. I'm Griever. Have yourselves a good night.